Good afternoon, everybody from Blues Matters Towers. I am very happy to be joined at Blues Matters by my dear friend, great musician, and a lovely guy to boot, Chris Bevington from the Chris Bevington Organisation. So, hi, Chris. How's things with you?
We're doing festivals in the UK, recording a new album, which is good news. We're in the studio on Sunday and then the Sunday after. So all's good. A happy band as well. So good musicians and really loving it at the moment, to be honest. It's... where I want to be, just making music and enjoying it. That's the name of the game, isn't it?
Without a shadow of a doubt, yeah. Where did you meet all these guys, Chris, the new ensemble of Chris Bevington's organisation?
Yeah, it's a good point, that is. There were recommendations. Obviously, some of the people moved forward from the old band that came into the new band. But this time round, I tried to be patient and get the right people for the band with the right personalities and then the people came along. So Sam Martin on drums, and then we had Jim Hodgkinson on guitar and vocals. But there were recommendations, to be honest, this time, Steve, from people in music. And I took their advice, and it's worked out. But they are really sincere, hardworking, fun people to be around, and they just love making music and they want to enjoy it as well. And it's a blessing. I'll be honest. I'm in a really good place now. I'm enjoying it.
That's great, because you've had a bit of an upsy downsy time since Sound of Stone and all that, with people leaving and coming and leaving and coming. So it's nice to get another. So are you back to a 10-piece now?
Yes, we are. I now can't fit them in the gig van, so I've managed to do that. But there is 10. There's 3 on brass. There's 2 BVs, and then you got the main members of the band, from the structure point of view, but there is 10. So it's a big band. We've been working on a lot of, strangely enough, the technical side of music from the stage setup. A good friend of mine, Mark Hargreaves, who's on keyboards, we've invested and he's helped setting up a complete system on stage for in-ears and fold-back and the general sound for the people in the band, because that makes a lot of difference. Because you're playing festivals, a quick turnaround, but a lot of effort's gone to that. So the technical side of the band is a lot better, the stuff in the background people don't see, but for the actual musicians, it's great. If you can't hear yourself playing or singing, then you're not in a good place, are you? So there's been a lot of work that way as well, from that point of view. So that's been good progress for us.
But so is the new album going to be self-written, or is it going to be an album full of original tunes?
It's actually split down the middle. It's quite a good way of doing it. Each writer, there's 3, Mark, Luke and Jim. They've put forward 4 songs each, and maybe there'll be a few more. We've listened to them all, and so really at the moment it's the perfect situation. They've got a third each, so we're going to do all self-penned. So we're looking at that, and I'm hoping the studio will move on, and we should be beginning to get the brass people in and the BVs and everything in very soon, which will be great for us. Get the whole band involved. But fingers crossed, Steve. Sound and Stone was, without your support, I know. I have to say this, there were times when I thought, this, because when you get the Sand and Stone situation and then it's taken away, if you know what I mean, you wonder what's next. And it did take a few twists and turns, but you just got to keep going, haven't you? As you've rightly said, and believe, and it's come round. So yeah, to be in this position, I'm very grateful, if that makes sense. I'm just grateful to be playing, and I've got my fingers crossed that people like it, But you always
I'm sure. I was lucky enough to see you at in between Christmas and New Year. So is that the same band that I saw at the 11 Club?
Yes. It is. Yeah. So we've been gigging.
So is it, sorry, Chris, are these songs more of an extension of what the Chris Bevington Organisation used to be, or are you going down a slightly different route?
It's a good point. I think we are going down a separate route a little bit. There was some really influential, talented people in the old band, Jim Kirkpatrick, Scott Ralph, to name 2, who were the main writers, weren't they? And their ability and style and everything is pretty much unique to them. So what we've done, the new band has come with their skills and they've written in their style. So it will be different. We'll try and keep it in the vogue of Chris Bevington, because obviously we got the brass and I've got blues in my heart, to get that in. But the guys are coming at it slightly different, because Luke Machin is obviously, he's played with different musicians, trying to, in It Bites, that band, and all kinds of stuff. So he's done prog stuff and stuff. But we've just got to keep it truthful and then keep that blues element in. But it won't be a Sand and Stone album, I don't think, because that was a style in itself, which was a joy to do, wasn't it? But
it was an absolute joy of a record. It was an absolute joy of a record.
It was a really awkward time, wasn't it? Because we got COVID, so we were recording at home, sending bits of tracks in, obviously elongated because we couldn't get out, we couldn't meet one another. It seemed a very strange time, and we went. Some bands are saying, "No, I'm not releasing an album. It's a crazy time. Let's not bother." But we did, and we released, I think, June 2020. And you were the first person I spoke to, and I was really nervous. I think you always are, musicians. You just, But I remember you rung me, and it was really good. But that was, and it was so, what an honour that brought, to be nominated for the awards and Blues Awards and stuff. And it was just crazy. It was wonderful. But we'll see. I mean, I love what they've done, and I think it's coming at it slightly different, but they're great songs, they're good songs. So, and they're working hard. So I think we'll have something we can be proud of when it's done.
I'm sure you're going to be very proud. I'm sure it's going to be great. Do you have any sort of release timings or anything, Chris? Will it be this year, or is that how long is a piece of string type of question?
Yeah, how long is a musician, I think. I would. We've got a few triggers. If we can get the drums down by the end of this month, we've got the opportunity to bring the other musicians in. I don't think it'd be this year, but I think it's really credible that it could be into the new year, and a release maybe in March or April. But don't hold me, Steve, because it's never.
No, I won't hold you to that. But that's something to look forward to. It may as well be released when you're all ready and you're all satisfied with everything, instead of trying to rush it out.
Yeah, that's right. And everybody's got their part to play. So the girls on the BVs, we say backing vocals. It sounds like they're not backing vocals. They're vocalists in their own right. So they'll be singing and heading at least 2 songs that we've chosen for them. So it's going to be a real collaboration of the girls and pushing them forward, making sure the brass gets plenty of impact. It's just using the skills of the band and again, getting everybody involved. It's going to be, it's nice as well. I don't feel under any pressure, but I'll be the same, won't I? I think the closer it gets, I'll always be nervous because I'll always, but it's just good to be playing, Steve, isn't it? It's good to be recording and playing. It's 5 years since Sand and Stone, so I'm just grateful, really.
Yeah.
And the support of yourselves and everything.
Are you sort of introducing the 1 or 2 new songs in the live sets that you play now in festivals and such like?
Yeah, we do. We promised ourselves, because we've got some festivals coming up, we've promised ourselves that we should be putting at least 2 in, or maybe 3 of the album songs in the set, to just give them a bedding in, and it's good to do, and you get some ideas for doing that. We've brought quite a few songs in as well, but not our own. But yeah, I think now's the time, between now, maybe autumn time, to at least bring 2 songs in and see what people think, see if they like them.
I'm sure they will, Chris. And have you got quite a few live dates booked up for the rest of the year?
Well, I'm not complaining. I think it's good enough for me. We've got, what have we got? We're down at Lou in a blues festival in December, which is really good. Very kindly been offered the main stage at the Darlington Blues Festival in September, which is great. We've got Neem coming up, the Neem Festival, and Cambridge Rock Festival. And I'm happy, because I know gigs aren't easy to get and the people have been kind, so I'm happy with that. And then next year we're going to the Isle of Arran Blues Festival. Yeah, I'm looking.
Yeah, I think you'll be bumping into Colin Campbell at the Isle of Arran.
I hope so. Well, obviously we played with Colin last December, and that was he's such a delightful bloke. He's been so.
Sure, he buys a round of drinks this time.
I remember that. I remember that. But yeah, so there's stuff coming up next year, and obviously Warrington Blues Club, and we're going down. Might be some other stuff coming through as well. I'm just waiting. But you just got to keep going and knock on doors and try your best, and and just enjoy it. That's the main thing, isn't it?
It's the thing, you've got to enjoy what you're doing. Otherwise, there's no point to it, Chris, is there?
No.
It's the enjoyment, and then you get the feedback from the audience or a
Yeah.
live audience and think, yeah, this works. So this can go on. So that helps you in your recording process, or I
Yeah.
would have thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, it does. It does. And the people, I think it's nice time to do the album because the band have gelled. I realised at a point, because there have been, like you say, so many changes and lineup changes. And I thought, will I ever create a band of people and a band of musicians? Because, and at some point along the way, I think it was probably going to Edinburgh to play it there. I realised that the van, the little tour van, was full of people and friends, and they were just having a laugh and enjoying one another's company. They've got the little projects going on, stuff like that. And I thought it really works. They've got on, because it's difficult, isn't it? Musicians come from different places, but because they've been introduced or recommended and people have worked with them, I think it's made for a happy crew. And they're respectful.
It's great. Yeah, it's great to hear, Chris, and thank you so much for joining me for this quick
Pleasure.
little update on what you're doing. It's been an absolute joy to talk to you again, and I look forward to seeing you on the road as soon as possible. But please keep me informed about how the album's going, and we'll chat very soon. But thank you for spending time with Blues Matters once again, Chris Bevington. It's been an absolute joy.
Thank you.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.